Bars at the Bar. I'm Taya Freaking Bay. I'm here with ShunGawd.
Yes, ma'am.
In the H-Town.
H-Town.
Make sure you guys stay tuned and look out for the Rough Draft 2 coming out. Ha.
March 10th.
Hey. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You're here in the building. I know you said you started, well, I did a little research on you, and you said you started rapping in college, but you didn't say what college you went to.
I went to Stephen F. Austin State University.
Okay.
It's in academics.
Okay, so what, you just was like in a lot of, like at the table, like beatboxing with your friends, or how did it come about?
So, really, so it's in Nacogdoches. It's like a small town in East Texas.
Okay.
So, you know, when you're in college, a lot of times you stop going back home. I had a job and shit like that. So I was, you know, trying to make a little bread. So while we was up there during the summer times, it used to be dead. And me and all my homies, we was always, you know, music heads, listening to the new music and shit like that. So, but all of them started rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then when they started rapping, I was kind of shying away from it. But they convinced me to get on one song, you know what I'm saying? And then that one song, like, everybody was fucking with it, so.
Are they still rapping?
Nah,
yeah.
I'm the only one that's still going.
And you the one that was like, I don't know if I can do this.
And that's the crazy part about it. I'll be talking to them about it all the time. I'll be like, man, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? We still at it. And I was the, like you said, I was the one that wasn't even really trying to do the shit, so.
It's always like that. So I went to college too. I went to St. John's, and I know, like, even with the career paths that I've chosen to take, I've always had a sense of urgency. One, because of the student loans. That's a whole situation in itself. But did you ever have the exactly a sense of urgency for your career, especially being that you went to school, and then it's like people want you to do traditional jobs instead of like creative jobs? Did you ever feel that pressure
to like try to get more into the corporate side?
Yeah. Or not even just that, just get to where you're going quick.
Are you talking about like on the music side?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it do be feeling like a little pressure, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like you can't really just rush it, you know what I'm saying? Or you can't, you know, you gotta just go play the cards that you do, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So it's never really like crazy amount of pressure, but it's always like a little fire in the ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when is this shit gonna be going? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like how I want it to be, or, you know, so.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
you need that fire.
Yeah,
you
for sure.
Get comfortable.
But like, I wouldn't say like a crazy amount of pressure. You know what I'm saying?
I be feeling like that every day. But my loans is different. Like, I went to St. John's, so it's like.
Yeah, that's a big blessing.
Exactly. I don't even know why.
That loan shit, man. They need to forgive all that shit.
Listen, whoever runs for president
like,
is talking like that, that's who I'm voting for. I'm telling straight up.
Make that shit. They gotta do it too.
Please, Lord.
Bullshit for 4 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I feel you with the loan shit.
Absolutely. So I know you have lived in multiple places. You said Memphis, Cali, and Texas now.
Yeah.
I have two questions because I've lived in other places too. Where do you claim, or do you claim Texas, or what do you say when people be like, where are you from?
Yeah, I always say Houston.
Why?
Yeah. And I say Houston because I feel like this is why I became a man. You know what I'm saying? I've been here since I was in 9th grade, so since I was 14. So in Memphis, and that's where I'm originally from, Memphis, and I moved from Memphis when I was in the 2nd grade. So, you know, and I would always go back there to visit and stuff like that. So when people ask me where I'm originally from, I tell them Memphis. But when it's just like, you know, small talk, I'm from Houston. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I consider myself a Houston artist for sure.
And that's the thing too, like, you don't really sound like a Houston artist, so do you feel like you credit that to living in multiple places and hearing the sounds in those different states, or
and I don't even think it was the sounds in those different states, but I always tell a lot of people, I'll be like, I don't really have like a, you know what I'm saying, like since I moved so much when I was younger, a cultural foundation. Okay. You know, like a lot of people stand on that Houston foundation, which I still can stand on, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know what it was like to be, you know, in Houston at 8 years old and what they was doing during that time that gives you that Houston culture. I can't even say the same about California because I was there, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's different when you move in somewhere than when you actually immersed from the culture. You know what I'm saying? So
you have a different type of pride for it.
Yeah. So
even with your style of music, do you feel like you get the energy from Houston since you're from here? Like as far as your fan base, do you feel like they show love to you, or do you feel like it's harder because you don't really cater to the Houston sound? You kind of do your own thing.
Nah, I really get the bulk of my love from like other places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Houston is not even like a big market for me at all. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I get it because you know,
it's not,
like you know, it's a different sound that people gravitate towards and stuff like that. But Houston don't really, you know what I'm saying? Show ShunGawd a lot of love.
Well, listen, 2024, we about to manifest change for all of that.
Yeah, but also, you know, it's like I feel like it's like that with any artist that you rarely see artists really pop where they came from first. You know what I'm saying? So I also feel like it's a lot of. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people around the city.
He hot, but
yeah, like I've been knowing him. Like to them,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Marshawn from high school. You know what I'm saying, to the people that actually like admire me for my actual gift. You know what I'm saying, to them I'm ShunGawd.
Exactly.
You know like you have ShunGawd on the paper.
I do.
You know what I'm saying. So to them I'm a whole. So to them I'm a whole different person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So and I get it. You know what I'm saying. I don't never hold it against my people that I know that they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever it's for is gonna get to them.
Exactly.
So yeah, I did my research on you and I realized, you know, you spoke on Wayne, you spoke on Dom Kennedy.
Okay,
You got to open for Nipsey, which I love Nipsey. I have a whole Nipsey tattoo. We'll talk about that later. All these artists, what made you gravitate to them?
Man, when it comes to like Wayne, I feel like I grew up in that era where he was just killing the mixtape game. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you couldn't deny him at that point. You know what I'm saying? The Drought 3 era, like that run before the Carter 3, then he gave us the Carter 3. Like that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that was like I wouldn't say my introduction, but that was like that period of time in my life to where I was actually studying. I started studying music. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my admiration for like Wayne. Dom Kennedy is like, I just felt like he was just like, you know what I'm saying? He was swaggy. Like he didn't have like the dopest lyrics, but it's like I believed everything this nigga was saying. Like I bought into the aura of Dom Kennedy. But all of the different artists, it was really, to be honest with you, if it wasn't like the swag, like on some Dom Kennedy shit, it was the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Wayne had them lyrics. I was on Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. You know what I'm saying? Before they was the Cole, Kendricks, and Drakes of the world, it was the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I always gravitated towards. The lyrics and the message in the music. You know
so I'm gonna talk about Drake real quick. I know you probably saw the Most Def Yasin comment about him being a pop star. What do you think about that?
I get where Mos Def is coming from, but I feel like, and I would say like Drake is a pop star, but he's also hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for people who say that and lean on it like crazy, like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't see the other side of it. You ain't really dug into his catalog. Like Mos Def probably didn't even hear his last album, and I'm pretty sure he didn't hear them extra tracks that he dropped, because if you hear the extra tracks that he dropped, you like, hey, this nigga still got it. Because for a minute, I'm the biggest Drake fan, and I thought the nigga was losing it.
Yeah.
But when he gave us them, I'm like, okay, thank you. This is all I needed to know, that you still got it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he is a pop star, and I feel like he aimed for that, though.
Yeah, like he started off not like that. Like he started off building his own lane, and he just took it to the top. So
it's like, I tell people this all the time, because I'm a big Drake fan. He said, me doing the shows, getting everyone nervous because them hipsters gonna have to get along with them hood niggas. Like, come on, like he telling you, like I'm trying to bring everybody in, and this was before he became like, you know, he was big as fuck, but like, you know, like this is the shit. He is a pop star because this shit been in the plan.
Yeah, but he's still hip hop. He done brought hip hop more mainstream than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, most definitely now he working on the album.
And honestly and truly, like hip hop is the popular music.
Yeah.
It is pop. You know what I'm saying? At this current moment, it is. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it gets weird because you know you have these pioneers that came up and they weren't making the same kind of noise or energy off of it, so it's just different. But you can't discredit Drake from what he's accomplished. So let's talk about the projects that you have out. So your first one, the Rough Draft, 2016, right?
Yep.
So knowing what it's 2014, 2024 now.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give yourself back then in 2016 when you were dropping your first project?
Dude, yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. Figure out what marketing is. You know what I'm saying? At that point, at that current time, I ain't know what the hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was in college, like I heard the word, but I didn't know what it actually meant. You know what I'm saying? And then once you realize that, you realize marketing is the driving force behind whatever product you're putting out that gets it in front of the people. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, niggas was just thinking like you just drop shit and if it's dope, you gonna go viral. You know what I'm saying? But then when you start doing your research, it's like that ain't really how shit works.
Right.
So if I could, I would tell myself, learn about marketing. And
how did you learn? Because I need to know for myself.
To be honest, I don't even remember the exact moment, but I think it was just conversations, just chopping it up with different people. You know, I just kind of figured out what it was, or me, I feel like I got like a real analytical mind. So when I see people doing certain shit on social media, even though I'm not behind their accounts on social media, I'm trying to figure out like, how can I reverse engineer what they doing? Like even with my marketing plan right now, like I didn't look it up on YouTube and get it from somebody. I'm just like, this shit is the most common sense approach to me on how to grow a following, doing this shit. So this is how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And it's working.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But that's what I would tell myself, like, figure out what the fuck marketing really is
and apply it
immediately. You know what I'm saying?
And so did you use that, because I know you have like a lot of brand partnerships that you work with. How does that work? Did you learn the marketing, like, all right, I'm applying to try to connect these different brands, and also what made you pick those specific brands?
Yeah, like I just started to, I didn't do the marketing in the sense to get the brand partnerships. I did the marketing just to grow the following. You know what I'm saying? And then the brand partnerships came along with just what I was naturally giving up. So like before I had my hat club ambassadorship, I was buying a lot of hats from Hat Club. You know what I'm saying? I was just already into the hats, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of made, exactly. So that's kind of like where it came from. And the partnerships, like they chose me really, you know what I'm saying? So all the partnerships that I have, it really just came from me doing the marketing and the dirty work on my side. Like I really didn't get a lot of partnerships just from reaching out and pitching things. I was doing the dirty work on my end, and then they end up reaching out to me because of the content. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
On my end, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get a lot of success with actually reaching out to brands because I felt like once I started to get into that lane, it was kind of like oversaturated. You know what I'm saying?
So how important is content creation for you? I know you do vlogging, and what advice do you give to someone that is trying to excel with building a brand and they know that content creation is essential? I'm speaking for myself.
Man, content creation is everything these days. You don't got the content,
Do you have a schedule? Do you have like content days or something?
Yeah, so I got like a small team. So, you know, I got a photographer. We do like he does my photos. He does my short form video.
Is that the one that looks like Ace Hood? So one of your friends look like Ace Hood. I'm like, is that
Hey, that's funny as fuck. Please put that in here. You talking about my creative director with the dreads?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yo, he got Ace Hood at dinner?
Hey, it's funny as hell because my videographer that I used to work with, he would always fire him up and tell him that he looked like Ace Hood. And the fact that you didn't mention that is fucking hilarious. But no, the guy with the dreads, that's Kadrian. That's my creative director.
Okay.
So anything like creative wise, when it comes to like merch, when it comes to the video ideas, anything, like we really just bounce ideas. We're a team. So even when it comes to his brand, because he got a clothing brand, he bouncing ideas off me, or you know what I'm saying. So we really bounce ideas off each other. But that's my creative director. So that's my small team right there. I got a videographer. I got Cam. I got another videographer and photographer, and my guy Southern, and my dog Ace Hood. Adrian is my creative director. So.
Oh, Rough Draft 2.
Yeah.
Which you're working on now.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you feel like this project is going to be different from the other ones? I know you've been dropping EPs and singles and stuff like that. Are any of those going to be on there, or is this going to be like a completely new set of music or a new project?
Some of the singles that I dropped are going to be on the EP.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to definitely be on the EP. But it's going to be a different listen because you're going to be able to hear it in its entirety. So, my thing was always like trying to create seamless projects as well. You know what I'm saying? With the Rough Draft and We'll Ride Forward out there. Something that you can listen to from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like this project is going to be different than the others because when I was analyzing my last project, and this is my thought process behind this one, analyzing my last projects, I was like, on the seamless scale is perfect. But I was like, but when I'm listening to the songs individually, if I'm over critiquing myself trying to perfect my shit, I would be like, these songs don't stand out as they should individually. You know what I'm saying? Even though some of them do. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if I'm over critiquing myself. So I feel like with this one, this project, it's gonna be a seamless listen, and every single one of the singles or every single one of the tracks stand alone strong by themselves. You probably can tell from the singles that's gonna be on the project, which is Drive Through, Meek Jenkins, Simulation Theory with Brittany Rochelle, ShunGawd, Rorschach. All of these songs on their own stand as like by themselves, but you hear it together too. It's gonna be like, okay, shit flows.
Are you gonna put more skits? Because I see like skits.
Yeah. It's gonna be my most skits ever on this project. So yeah.
It's litty. So when is this coming out? When can we expect that? You don't have a date yet, or you don't share a date?
No, we actually got the listening party on March 9th, and it's gonna drop.
Where is it at? In Colorado or some shit?
No, it's gonna be here.
Okay, so let me know.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. It's gonna be at the new Proper House. So creative, yeah. But I'll definitely link it in.
Yeah.
You gotta it's gonna be like, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be an experience. It ain't just gonna be niggas gathering just to listen to the music.
I definitely appreciate you for, coming on my platform and showing some love.
Sure.
I think you're dope. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan. Not just because you sound like home, but it seems like you got a good head on your shoulder, and you're trying to teach marketing as well. And I think that for a lot of people that are trying to be business savvy and grow, and do something for themselves, that is like the key right now. Marketing is the key.